quit porn finally at 19 after a 6-year long addiction. I tried to quit pretty much every single day in this whole 6 years, but each day it felt like a full-time job, right? The amount of discipline, willpower I needed to use to quit was ridiculous. I'd relapse once at night, hate myself for it, so I'd relapse again. Figured I've done it twice, might as well go again. Done it 3 times at night, feel like a loser. Go to bed, think tomorrow's going to be the day. I'm going to quit finally. I'm going to quit, never watch that shit again. I'd wake up, feel like a loser from the night before. The urges would be there and a relapse before I'd get out of bed. That is what my porn addiction was like. That is how hard it was to quit, okay? I was only able to quit until I realised what it actually took to quit, okay? I realised that I didn't have a porn addiction. I had, number one, bad mental health. Who watches porn? Is it the sad, lonely, depressed guy? Or is it the happy, social, confident, charismatic guy? Obviously this guy, the sad guy. Because when we watch porn to mask something going on in our lives. If we're lonely, we've got no girls, we watch porn to make ourselves feel less lonely for 5 minutes. If we're depressed, we turn to porn because it makes us feel good for a minute, right? If we're already happy, social, confident, all these good things, the need for porn is not there. Why would you do that? If you're already eating a nice piece of cake, right? It tastes amazing. You don't think like, give me another cake before I finish this one. It don't make sense. You'd finish this one because it's so good. You're not wandering and looking at other foods. You're like, okay, this cake's good. I'm gonna stay here right now. Okay? When you're happy, you don't need porn. A happy guy, he might watch porn once a month. He's not watching it 3 times a day like addicted guys. You're only watching it 3 times a day because you're sad. Don't cope and say, oh, I'm just horny, I'm this, I'm that. You're not, right? Obviously, you're going to get horny sometimes, but doing it 3 times a day, having an addiction like this, is because of bad mental health. So how do we fix this? Number one, gratitude journal. It sounds gay, but it works, okay? Just write down each day one thing you're grateful for, because there's always something. The fact that you can hear. Imagine if you were deaf or blind. Now, bring yourself back to your life and realise, oh, I'm not. Then understand some people are. They're born like that. They don't know any different. Think about how hard life would be if you were that, or if you had no arms and legs, or if you were homeless, or all these things. So write that down each day. Once you're grateful, by the way, you can't be anxious. It's been proven. Study, you can look at the study. I'm not gay, I'm not going to show you. Look it up. Once you're grateful, you cannot be anxious. The second thing to do, meditation. This is just when you breathe in and out. Focus your attention as hard as you can on your breath. And throughout this, maybe half a second into this, you'll get a thought about something. Most people think that's a fail. That's the point. You're supposed to think of the breath, then accidentally think of something else. Bring your attention back to the breath. A second later, something else you think of. It's fine. Attention back to the breath. That's how you meditate. You go from the breath, which is good, to a random thought, then back to the breath. That's how you do it. This forces you to be mindful, to be present, so that there's no thoughts in your brain. When there's no thoughts in your brain, you've got no demon telling you you're a loser, you're this, you're that, you can't get a girl, you're whatever. So you can't be anxious or depressed. Because that's when you get anxious and depressed, when your brain is telling you shit that is not true. So you start to believe it. But if there's no thoughts in your brain, you're not thinking of anything, you're just present, thinking about the present moment, how can you be anxious or depressed? If you were, if you were getting robbed, right, you're not going to be like zen and like, oh, I'm not anxious, I meditated enough. But throughout the day, normal day-to-day life, like the anxiety is going to go away, the depression, because there's no thoughts in your brain. Once you've meditated enough, that's just reality for you, okay? You've been more mindful, make better decisions, and be less anxious and depressed, just from meditating. Start off by doing it 30 seconds a day, just set a timer on your phone, and work your way up. At first, it will seem weird, but get used to it, it helps. The final thing is just exercise, right? You're a human being. I'd recommend the gym, but if you want to walk, jog, push-ups, just do that 7 days a week. Within 2 weeks of doing them 3 things, your mental health will double. You might not have cured it, but it'll be better than any prescription drug. It'll be better than any therapy that I can give you within 2 weeks. And you'll notice throughout this 2 weeks, your porn addiction won't be gone, but you might have just watched porn 50% less without even consciously trying, because you'll just be happier throughout the day. You'll go to bed, you'll wake up and you'll be like, oh, I didn't watch porn yesterday. That's weird, I didn't even think about it. That's not happening over a month. Interesting. Let's keep doing this happy thing. That's how you cure your addiction. And by the way, quickly, if you think this is valuable and you want more of my value. Link below is my porn quitting course. You can buy it if you want. There's no pressure. Just helps you quit faster. It supports me, supports you, and it's very cheap. So if you're interested, check that out. The second thing you have is a shit life. Don't have a porn addiction. You've got a shit life. When my life was at its worst, I was watching porn the most, right? What does this mean? It means you've got nothing going for you. Not many friends. No hope for the future, most importantly. Because I knew I was going to go to a uni, a college to study something I didn't care for, to get a job I didn't care for. So I'd have a shit job. I'd be undisciplined. I'd just be like everyone else, every other loser out there. So I'd be fat, addicted to porn still, no goals. If I found a wife, she'd be ugly. Just being honest, like, we'd have unspectacular kids. They wouldn't even respect me. Come home to my wife, she wouldn't even look at me. So I'd go in front of the TV, keep eating, keep getting fat, go to the bathroom because I've still got a porn addiction, and be depressed for the next 50 years. You might be thinking, well, that's a bit doom and gloom. That's the average existence for most men. And if you don't set goals, which is the point of this section, that's your life. That's how you cure a shit life. You set goals. You don't even have to achieve them yet. Just write it down today, whatever the goal is for the next 1, 2, 3, 5 years, and instantly you'll be happier. Instantly you've got hope for the future. You're not thinking of that shit 9 to 5. You're thinking of your goals that you're going to achieve. You've got some self-belief. You've got a pair of balls. So you're going to think, oh yeah, some people have achieved my goals. Why can't I? Exactly. So you can achieve it. Make progress towards your goals every day. Your day's happier. Less time to think about porn. Too happy to be watching porn. Okay? And also, you think of your future now. You're not depressed like I used to be. I was like, oh, what's the point of life if that's my life? I'm sad, so I watch porn. That's how it works. But now when you think of your future, you're excited. You're thinking, what productive thing can I do to make my progress, my goal, come closer? So porn is just at the back of your mind at that point. So the goal of making 10k a month by helping people, getting a great body, whatever your goal is, helping people, now you've got something to work towards. You've got a mission, which all men should have. That's the cure to happiness for men, by the way. It's having a mission, a goal, a purpose, working towards it every single day, and you just, again, notice you're watching porn less. Combine that with improving your mental health, it'll be easy to quit. Okay, can you see now? You don't have a porn addiction, you've got bad mental health and a shit life. Both easy to fix, so don't make excuses. If I can do it, you can do it as well. Finally, one more bonus tip I'll give you, because why not? Each time you relapse, which you will, fail, don't even call it a fail. Forgive yourself, right? There's two guys. One guy relapses and he's just like, all right, cool. I'm going to go to sleep now because I'm tired. He doesn't realise he's got a porn addiction. He's just like, oh, well, whatever. And you might be thinking, well, he's a bit of a retard. Maybe, but he doesn't go and jack off 4 times in a row because he don't care. He does it once and then he goes to bed because he's tired. You overthinking it, you're doing it, oh, if I could go back 5 minutes in time, I wouldn't do it. I feel like a loser now. I have to do it because I can't get girls. You're just saying too much shit. And when you're saying all this shit, beating yourself up, you get sad. You watch porn when you're sad. So you watch porn, beat yourself up, get sad, so you watch it again. Done it twice now. And you're like, oh, I've done it twice, I'll go again, there's 3 times. Oh, I've still got some time, I've already fucked up my sleep, let's go again. You just tell yourself a story. You could have been asleep by now, I've done it once, right? Be the guy who does not give a shit. This is not an excuse to go watch porn every day and be like, oh, no, I don't care. Just next time you do it, which will happen, don't beat yourself up, forgive yourself and be like, at least I'm trying to quit. Who cares if I watch porn once? I'm ahead of most people. Even though you've not quit yet, you're still ahead of 90% of guys, because 90% of guys are addicted and they know it, but they don't care about quitting, or addicted and don't even realise they're addicted. You know you're addicted and you're trying to quit, so you're already ahead of the race. The only people ahead of you are people like me who've quit, and I'm trying to teach you how to do it. So you'll join me one day, but just forgive yourself each time you watch porn and remind yourself at least he's trying to quit. Just imagine the 10-year-old version of you, right? You won't beat him up, you won't call him a loser, so don't call yourself a loser right now, because the same child is still inside of you, right? This tips will help you improve your mental health, set goals so your life is not shit, so you're happier, and forgive yourself, and your porn addiction will improve so much more than any other advice online, okay? Subscribe if this did help. Watch all my other free videos, so I'll help a million guys quit porn one day. If you want to be one of them, keep watching my advice and follow my steps, and goodbye. By the way, no pressure, but the link under this video is my paid porn quitting course. When you feel like you trust me enough, and if you feel like my free advice has helped you change your life in any way, check that out right now.